Shalom, shalom, brethren. Blessed be the name of Jesus. All right, Brother Rob, coming at you on this day that the Lord has made. Made a video earlier and, promised y'all that I would cut this other one and told you that I'd show you my little gift that Steph made me. And also, I got a secret. So, I don't know which one first. Well, first I'm going to say that it's cold. I'm wearing my boggin. For those of you that are around snow all the time, which we are not, my toboggan is not a sled. It's my cap. It's my hat. It's cold here, man. So I'm out here in the car. While Steph's in physical therapy. Y'all keep her in your prayers, man. She's healing slowly. She's had a rough road to go, man. But yeah. So right here is just a little peek at what my beautiful wife had for me, and that's gonna come up. Let's just get rid of the elephant in the room first. Let me go and tell you the secret about my special day, our special day. Yesterday I announced it as our anniversary, which is the day that my wife and I met 3 years ago. But what I didn't tell you is it also is my birthday, October 29th, 1974. So yeah. Why didn't I call it out as my birthday? Well, I don't know. There was a few reasons. Just want to talk on that for a minute. Let's talk about how I feel like somebody had cursed the day I was born. So, people say that, and it's a terrible term, but people kind of throw it around loosely, guys. And, but my birthdays were always terrible. Now I'm not saying every single birthday. Let me retract that, but I had a lot of things happen, tragically, like just terrible things on my birthday. Let me give you a little rundown of just the top few. So, my wife, my previous wife and I, one birthday was when we decided that we were going to get a divorce. That was a life-changing event for me. It was kind of traumatic, but whatever. But get this, I had a car wreck on my birthday in 2004, shattered my hip in 5 places. That was a big part of my health issues. Yeah, that happened on my birthday. Also, I don't remember which year it was. It was one of those crazy years during that time of all the drug use and abuse that I was locked up for my birthday. And just so happened that time changed also on my birthday. And so not only was I spending my birthday in jail, but I got an extra hour. It was a 25-hour day. The time changed on my birthday. I got 25-hour day in jail for my birthday that year. I absolutely caught John's mom. No big secret. Her doing some crazy stuff on one of my birthdays. And that's just some of the biggies. Not to mention just I never really liked my birthdays. I don't know. But I got to where I dreaded my birthdays. Like all my family knew that everybody knew, like, when my birthday would be coming up, that I would immediately be like, crap, what's going to happen this year? I pray this is just one of the quiet ones, that nothing happens and all. But it wasn't nice. It wasn't fun. But, I started serving the Lord and talking to God about it. And so 3 years ago, God was talking to me, and he was saying to me, he said, your birthday is going to be redeemed this year. Well, about a couple weeks before my birthday, the church I was going to announced that they were having a fall festival, and it's going to be on October 29th. And I thought, hi, Lord, there you go. You just had me a surprise party, like nobody, how could that have lined up on my birthday? And I was just like really happy and thankful. And, I was single. I wasn't planning on dating anybody, really. The whole story of meeting Steph is all God. And, I'll tell you more about it. But this particular day, I woke up that morning not thinking, I didn't have a date. I didn't have any prospect of a date. I'd just been talking to this sweet lady on Facebook, and God just so happened to put it on her heart to send me a message, which, by the way, was very prophetic. It lined up with the prayers that I'd been praying to God, stuff that only me and God had talked about came through this woman's message. And I thought, oh, wow. And, me and her been talking on Facebook for a couple of weeks there. And so, yeah, one thing led to another. And there was more to it, but I ended up calling her on instant messenger, and we hit it off. And I asked her, I said, do you want to go to the fall festival with me? And she said, well, I would love to, but really I just got off work. And she said, and I'm going to my fall festival tonight. And me, knowing that God was in it and just being kind of blunt, I kind of just invited myself to her fall festival. But, little did I know how that she was interested in me as well. And so that's how, and she said yes, by the way. And we went out. It was the middle of the night before either one of us realized it was a date. We both wondered if it was just a couple Christians meeting up to talk about Jesus and have fun, or if it was a date. But I made sure for the next date that she knew, and I knew as well, that it was a date. But that's how my birthday got redeemed, and it's been wonderful now. So that was my secret, guys. Yesterday was also my birthday. But man, it's so much more than that. It's God, And my wife told me something that she told me something that really struck home, because I was talking to her. I said, I don't know why I didn't say anything in my video about it being my birthday. It don't shine in comparison to what God is doing with us and with our relationship and what he's building in our home. And she said, we could never have had that meeting, that anniversary, as we call it, because we don't really know what else to call it. But she said we couldn't have had that if you didn't have your birthday first. And well, that made sense. Usually does. She's a pretty smart lady. But that was my secret. And so now let's move on to the better part of this. I think this is my personal favorite. Look, this is she handed me this, and now I gotta tell y'all might remember the shaving cream art. If you don't, go back and watch the shaving cream art, because I want to tell you something. When I say she made this gift, she didn't just make what's in the box. She made the box. Like, all right, I'm going to take this bow off so I can show y'all. Well, I guess I need some better equipment, or at least a bracket or something. But so this box, underneath this right here, the actual box itself, hold on, that brown part, that started out as cardstock. If you don't know what cardstock is, go look that up. Okay, so she made the box. Then this on top of it, this paper right here, that was the shaving cream art that we did a few Monday Fun Days back. And I still smell the shaving cream. It's really cool. It's fun. If you missed that video, go check it out. But we actually made, I don't know if this was one of my pieces or hers, but this actual piece right here is the shaving cream art. And then she took a piece of cardstock and she stamped this on it, and she colored the edges. I've watched her do all this. And she is so talented. The things she makes is beautiful. I really think that if the world could see some of these things, that they'd be all over her, just offering her all kinds of cash for this, because these boxes and things that she makes are stuff that you can reuse. They're stout and they're sturdy. But so I really liked it. It says, the good things in life are better with you. And this was my birthday present. And then right there on top, if you guys can see that, it says, it's your time to shine. And, you know, I'm having a hard time opening this. All right, there we go. And then inside here, we had this, which I thought was absolutely gorgeous. Guys, she made every bit of this too. I'm talking about the artwork, the pen work, everything. You know, this card is made out of the same cardstock that the box is made out of. And then on top, the white part with the flowers and the wording. Those are all separate pieces of cardstock. And she did all this artwork. And I'm sliding this little, all right, see, so I'm sliding this off. Trying to do this all one-handed and trying to, okay, here we go. Now, all right, so it says, the world is a better place because you're in it. Aw, she loves me. Now watch this. This is so cool. Y'all see how that pops out? It says, Rob, you're my favorite weirdo. No, you're my favorite person, and you're the music in my heart. You are a blessing. And then over here in this part, it says, I love your smile and your beautiful heart. Happy birthday. The way you sing and pray and stand, and the way you hold my hand. Isn't that beautiful, guys? And then down here at the bottom, see that part? Oh, hey, I'm learning how to work this camera. Y'all give me an applause in the comments. I'm sure that y'all wish I would figure it out. Anyway, it says, I hope you have a blessed and beautiful day, an amazing new year. I love you. Love, Steph. Happy birthday. And then, like, watch this. So, it just folds right back up. Isn't that cool, guys? And then on the back, it says, Happy birthday, 2025. And she did all this, guys. Is she not creative? She made this pop-out card. Now, guys, tell me, Tell me, could you do that? Because I just don't think I would have the patience to do that. That might, maybe it's because she acquired the patience putting up with me to be able to do that tedious work. No, you know what, guys? We compliment one another. She points out my strong suits and helps me to overcome my shortcomings and failures. And we don't count them as failures. We count them as learning moments. But you know, I do the same for her. You know, it's a walk, guys, and we're all supposed to have the same kind of walk. We're supposed to sharpen each other's iron, man. Guys, I've been guilty of it too, man. We can't be offended when someone's just trying to help us, and we can't be the type of Christian to go just pointing out everybody's sin either. We need to look at the Bible as a mirror, not binoculars. What I mean by that, we need to look at the Bible as a lens to focus on ourselves, not look at others through a pair of binoculars and point out their stuff, you know. But we can help those who are willing to be helped, and if we're willing to be helped, we can be helped by others. But you know, we gotta be willing. All right, that was a little Bible talk. Let's look at the final little gift that she made me. It's this tiny little book with that little button on it, and it says encourage on the front, and then you just pull that little string, that little band out around there. Okay, now you can see it just kind of, look, didn't she do a good job? She places them eyelets in there. She's got an eyelet, a hole punch and an eyelet thing, and she does all this. She knows all the technical terms for that stuff too. Sometimes she's talking to me and I understand what she feels like when I'm talking to her about working on the car and the different tools and stuff. But Lord knows it's fun, but it's a little book. And let me show you what she's done. Each page, I'm going to show you and read them to you. It says, the best is yet to come. The future forecast is beautiful, even when it rains. She's been watching my videos, guys. And so this is the first page. She did all this artwork. You see there? And it says, behold, I'm doing a new thing. Isaiah 43:19. Think outside the box. And she drew the little box over there. And then there's this page. Man, Lord, I'm trying. There's this, and it says, Adventures at Hobby Lobby, and our receipt was $3.64. And so this Hobby Lobby part, this was off our actual receipt. It says, these are just the beginning. Play, have fun, relax, celebrate, eat cake or lobster, and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Psalms 128:2. You're going to get Bible anytime my wife makes you something. You're going to get, and it's prayed for too, man. You can feel the power of God that was put in her prayer over this. Now look how cute that is, and pretty little hearts. Guys, can you see that? I hope so. And it says, no heart is whole without Jesus. And look, she took the little heart on that side is the inside heart on this side. Now, let me show you how this works, guys. Man, I wish I had my setup. Okay. Let me show you, see if this will work. Now, you can take this part off. And then stick it over here. Now, see how that, isn't that cool? All right, this time I'm going to show y'all the rest of the book. That works. Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I was having difficulties. But then there's this page next. And I'm going to just hold it up there. If that's not backwards, I hope y'all can read that. But if it is backwards, I'm just going to read it real quick. It says, people search for the missing piece in others, people, position, possessions, prescriptions, but fulfilling, peaceful, joyful life at full potential is only found in Jesus. Where else would we go? Only He has the words of eternal life. John 6:68. Where would I go? And then there's this page. The joy of the Lord is our strength. Hallelujah. And then there's this page, which is funny because it's upside down. And we love it because we both do little wonky stuff like that. And it says, this is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is so fun. Then there's this one. Find the beauty in perfect imperfection. Look, she did all this artwork, guys, in this little book. Isn't this cute? And then it flips back over. And you know, guys, if y'all seen my mushroom video, y'all know mine did the same thing. It's easy to get lost in these little books when you're painting them up. That just shows you that she did this, and I think it's wonderful. It's those little imperfections about ourselves even, guys. We could take a life lesson from this little book. It says life happens, but John 16:33. All right, and then this one, I love it. This is my favorite. It's John 18:10-11, and it says, no violence, Peter. There's an ongoing joke between me and my wife about the Lord telling me to no violence, Peter, because I feel like I'm a lot like Peter. But I told her that down here, I'm thinking about painting a little bloody ear, because that's where it comes from, you know. Peter lopped the dude's ear off. All right, next page. I'm going to try to get through these a little quicker. Isn't that pretty? It says, God works all things to the good of those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. All means all. And y'all know when I'm saying that, y'all that watch my videos, all things. Romans 8:28. All things for our good brethren. Now look, this is so cute. If you love me, feed my sheep. That's another reference to Peter, John 21:17. All right, I love the Lord. Now look how cute this is. Guys, I'm just going to let y'all read these, because my video's getting kind of long, and y'all are probably getting kind of bored with me. I don't know, maybe y'all aren't. But here they are. I think that's cool. I can't read these last ones, but y'all can get a good look at them, and I'm hoping it's showing up reverse on my screen. That's why I can't read them. It looks backwards to me, but hopefully y'all can read them if I can keep my big fingers out the way, so I can kiss you any old time I want. That was that was in that movie Sweet Home Alabama. And this, we both love our coffee. And I think that has something about getting past shish on it. Oh, yeah, it does. I have a coffee cup that says I'm not past shish yet. Okay. Guys, my wife is so creative and loving. I just wish that you guys could meet her, and I know that y'all have to know someone that's just so genuine always. She loves my guitar playing. Lord, sometimes I don't know why. If y'all heard me practicing sometime, it can get pretty loud, pretty rough. Look, we're always looking for peace, guys. All right, if I didn't leave any of these up long enough for you to get them, just push pause and see if you can read that. guys, I thank y'all for all y'all who are interested in this long enough to hang out this far. Also, inside this box was my favorite Hershey's Kisses and my favorite Juicy Fruit bubble gum, and a box of Raisinets, which we used yesterday with a bowl of popcorn and a movie, the movie Risen. It was a good movie, guys. Y'all go check it out. All right, so there you go, guys. This is a really long video, but this is us having fun. Shalom, shalom. Peace be with you.